It's Ash from Super Videos back for another trailer or promo breakdown for an upcoming episode of Fear the Walking Dead. This is my breakdown for Season 5, Episode 16, which is called The End of the Line. A pretty fitting title since it is the finale of Season 5. Now, I've shared my opinions on most of Season 5 in my last reaction. It's at the end. It's like a rant. If you're interested in that, go check it out. So I don't want to spend too much time telling you what I don't enjoy or what I hate about the show, but I'm gonna jump into the trailer or the promo and break down the scenes that we have. So first we have this shot of Dwight running in the forest, which is very interesting. Now the reason I know this is Dwight is because he is holding the axe. You can see that, so it's definitely Dwight. Now I think this scene is connected to another scene that's in the trailer. I'm gonna point that out when we get there. Then we have this shot of Ginny talking through the walkie. Ginny says, "He'll come and get you." So I think this is right after she heard the message that Morgan and his group need help. Obviously, she being the selfish person, being the villain in a way, she's not there for the good of helping people. There's a catch. There's something in it for her. So I think at this point, when she says he'll come and get you, she may have ordered people to go get them, but it's not gonna play out the way they think. Like she's gonna expect them to do something or something along those lines. So it's not gonna go well, or she's not really sending anybody because she doesn't want to risk her people for saving Morgan's group when they rejected them in the first place. And now they're in a sticky situation. So then we have a shot that immediately follows that. We have Morgan replying with yes, so telling Ginny that they'll wait for whoever's gonna come get them, which again, I think it's unlikely. In the background, we have John, we have Al, we have Danny, and we have the other characters most likely behind him. Then we have this shot of the title card on the finale of Fear the Walking Dead, and we have someone here, maybe Alicia, maybe Al. They kill a walker. Now, I think this is the same exact town that they found at the end of last episode. So they're most likely trying to clean house and use that as their safe haven, which is hard to believe that they can do because it seems impossible because they don't have the numbers for it and they're not organized. So this walker dies, falls on the ground. Then we have this shot of Alicia talking to Morgan. Alicia says, "I think we can clear this place." This goes back to what I just mentioned. They're trying to clean the place or clear the place and use the place as their community. And obviously they're inside the town, it seems like, based on the background. Then we have this shot, which is all the walkers trying to get in. And we have Danny trying to kill the walkers and trying to stop them from getting in. So most likely what's going to happen is they're going to find a little area for them to stay that's going to be safe. And they're going to build walls most likely around. But obviously things are not going to go well and it will crumble at some point. And the walkers will be able to get in. Then we have this shot of John and June talking. John says, "We got something to fight for." So goes back to what I said. And what Alicia kind of mentioned is that they have a place. They have a safe place. It's not safe right now, but it could be. It's kind of like a similar concept that we've seen over and over again. You find a big community or a place that could potentially be safe in the future and you make it safe for yourself. Then we have this shot of John killing the walkers that are trying to get through, and then another shot. So we have Strand and John killing the walkers. As you can see, they have this kind of barricade separating them from the walkers. Then we have this shot of Morgan and Grace talking. Morgan says, "We are going to see each other again." So this goes back to their conversation before about the fact that it seems like their days are limited and they may not be able to see each other again. Then we have this shot of someone looking through binoculars who will be revealed later on in this trailer as being Danny, but they see Ginny and her group pull up to most likely where they are. Then this shot of Grace answering Morgan. Grace says, "No, we won't, so we won't see each other again." So goes back to Grace thinking that her days are numbered. Then this shot, which is what I just talked about. So it was Danny who was looking through the binoculars, but Victor Strand takes the binoculars to see for himself, and that follows this one. So Danny lets go of the binoculars to give it to Strand. Then this shot of the kids. Not exactly sure where they are. It seems like they're being put in a truck of some sort and taken away, which is interesting. So maybe Ginny and her group come up to help, but they take the kids or something along those lines. And then we have this shot, which is connected. So Luciana, I think she's watching the door close on the kids inside the truck or the container, and she says it's going to be okay. So she's trying to basically remind them that everything's going to be okay and that she'll fix things, or she hopes that she can fix things. But I think, like you see here, the doors are closing, so most likely they're being taken away. And in the background, we do see the Jeep, and it's the same Jeep that we saw Ginny and her group in. So I think they probably brought Luciana with them or something along those lines, but they're taking some of the people out and they're basically keeping them as prisoners in a way. Then we have this shot of Morgan. Now, in the background, we still see the Jeep. So I think this is the same exact scene or from the same time. Then we have this shot of Dwight shooting at Ginny's group. Maybe she's shooting at walkers. Most likely Ginny's group. But we have Morgan killing a bunch of walkers. We have John in the back on horseback. We have Grace, I think, here. So they're attacked by walkers at some point. So this shot of Morgan killing the walkers. This shot of Dwight killing some walkers. This is Dwight. If you go back, you can match this shirt with what Dwight is wearing. Then we have this shot of what seems to be inside the same exact community that they found in the last episode. These are just walkers that have invaded the place, basically. Then this shot of Jenny and her group pulling up. The Jeep is right here. I think this is connected to the shot that we saw earlier where Danny and Victor Strand saw Ginny and her group when they were looking through the binoculars. Then we have this shot of survivors on horseback. They're riding somewhere. So Dwight is here. Morgan is here. Danny is here. I think Grace is here. And Victor is here. And there are others who are there as well. Then we have this shot of Danny talking to someone, but Dwight is right there. Danny says she's not walking away without a fight, referring to Ginny. So, of course, they are in the same exact place that we saw earlier where the walkers were trying to get through. Then we have this shot of Dwight on horseback killing walkers around him. Now, this concerns me a little bit because it seems identical to what happened in the comics during the Commonwealth story arc. For non-comic readers, I don't want to give it away or spoil it for you. And obviously we're talking about Fear the Walking Dead, so it's not The Walking Dead. But this has a lot of similar imagery as what we saw in the comic book of The Walking Dead. When someone was on horseback, they got attacked, and it seemed like they got away, but they got bit in the process. Now, I don't think Dwight is going to be bit because we do see him later, but I think maybe someone will come to his rescue who might be bit. So we can see here June whistles, tries to get the attention of the herd, who most likely attacked Dwight at this point. And then this shot, which we can see Dwight running away. So it seems like Dwight is fine, but maybe June, who was there to help him, won't be. Or maybe Dwight won't be. We just don't know. One of them may get bit. So in the background, we have the walkers around. So the horse most likely there. So they're basically feasting on the horse. Maybe even another survivor there. But the walkers are following Dwight. Now, before we move to the next shot, going back to this shot here, which was the first shot, I think this is Dwight running away right after he got attacked when he was on horse. Then we have this shot of water taking some walkers away with it. And then this shot of some walkers being carried away by some water. And then this shot of inside the same exact community that they're trying to clear. Some walkers trying to get into the house that's there. And that's basically everything in the trailer or the promo. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video. If you like what you see, press like, subscribe for more content, and press the bell button to receive notifications for daily uploads.